Yes, people, myself, TS, and in this one, just talking about Tim Westwood. Now, there's a documentary due to come out about him and all these, sexual misconduct, and there's a lot of allegations flying around him at the moment, and he stepped down from his show on Capital Extra until further notice. And truth be told, in this sort of situation, that sort of thing is expected. It's probably better he steps down from it prior to them kicking him off of it, or who knows, they may have had an agreement in place to say, look, um, you know, if you put out a statement stepping down from it, we ain't got to take no action in the meantime. Obviously, people are always going to say stuff like, oh, how comes this is a lot of old evidence, and I think that some of the dates they're talking about is somewhere in the mid 90s to like 2017. A lot of the allegations. At the end of the day, allegations are allegations. You see them police things where like someone's killed someone back in 1980, and they find some new evidence in the 2000s, and the person gets arrested for it. No matter what, at the end of the day, it's a lot of allegations flying around him. Even if it's one person that he's messed up their life or duped them into certain acts, it's not acceptable. So obviously we'll know more once the documentary comes out on the situation. But there has been a lot of stuff flying around about him for years. He's a big man. He's an old man. The man there get freedom pass in London. The man they get to use the transport system fine after 9 a.m. in London. That's for sure. And just a couple of years ago, there's allegations about him being in his 50s and just young girls, and it's not right, in it. Any respectable person wouldn't tolerate any of these actions being done towards a female relative of theirs. So why should it be any different just because it's not someone related to you? So we'll see what happens with him. They're saying that some venues have obviously cancelled some of his shows. I know he was doing something. He was meant to be doing something at Scala. That was one of the venues, anyways. But it's peaked for him. Obviously, he's had a falling out with the BBC over the years, and obviously he ended up on Capital. But at the end of the day, you do wrong. Of these natures, the evidence comes to light to prove it all. In my opinion, there ain't no turning back from it. But people will say, oh, you can't judge until you see the evidence, and if there's a full set of evidence, why ain't he arrested and that? And obviously, man ain't no solicitor, man ain't no legal person, but from what I know females that's been tumped over by a man before, and then when they tell the police and whatnot, police don't do nothing about it. It's like, well, they already got much to prove, so no further action. So we can't just use that as a means to say that man's not guilty of these things. But everyone will feel free to view the documentary and obviously have their own opinions on it. But me giving my thoughts on it, like I said, just to affect anyone's life in a certain way and dupe them into certain acts, there's no coming back from that, and that's my opinion on it. Everyone's entitled to their opinion, and I'd like to hear your opinion. So let me know your thoughts on it all in the comment section below, and if you haven't already done so, hit the subscribe button now, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.